The story begins in Texas, where a company named Emitech has made a name for itself with cutting-edge weapons including a chain-fed machine gun, claymore landmines, and even a flamethrower disguised like a barbecue grill. Desmond, a notoriously lazy employee, is habitually late. Today he has forgotten his ID badge, so the guard refuses him entry. Forced to complete all the paperwork for a replacement badge, Desmond finally gains access. He rushes through reception only to be reminded by an alarm that he must leave his phone at the front desk. In the elevator, Desmond bumps into Samantha, who mocks his chronic lateness and hands him a watch as a playful jab. Trying to avoid being seen by his boss Adam, Desmond sneaks through the office corridors toward his desk. However, instead of working, he immediately starts playing a video game. Adam summons him to the office. Helen, the secretary, walks painfully slowly to open the door. Adam scolds Desmond for being late and announces that Emitech is merging with another company. He orders Desmond to complete a report by the end of the week or face termination. Returning to his desk, Desmond hears Lentworth warn that the other company has already fired half of their accounting staff, suggesting Emitech may lay off many employees as well. Mirage adds that one colleague was fired just last night. Desmond brushes off their concerns. Marcus, the regional manager and the owner's nephew, overhears and ridicules them, even making racist remarks toward Murad while boasting about a potential promotion. When Lentworth is called to the manager's office, Desmond begins his report. He is interrupted by a call directing him to the lab. On the way, he recalls his office survival rules. Always carry a clipboard to appear busy and answer questions with technical jargon to confuse others. In the lab, Bob throws a ball at him asking for slogans. Desmond intentionally responds with something absurd to avoid further requests. Nicholas asks about robot parts he requested months ago. Desmond pretends to check the order, keeping in mind that whoever processes the orders holds the power. Frustrated, Nicholas tests a weapon on a dead pig, splashing blood onto Desmond. Another scientist calls Nicholas away, giving Desmond the chance to sneak and throw his paperwork into the trash deliberately. Desmond hides in a closet with Ralph and the recently fired Lentworth to smoke. Back at his desk, he follows another rule, using office hours for his own projects. The video game he plays is his creation, which he hopes to sell someday. Still bored, he prank calls Murad, who immediately recognizes him. Desmond tries to order pizza, but the phones are blocked. Murad complains that Desmond is a distraction and suspects the only reason he remains employed is Samantha. Desmond denies this and changes the topic. All employees are called to the conference hall, and Franklin, the company owner, introduces a new energy drink, Zolt. Desmond is distracted by Samantha sitting beside another man and leaves to work on his report, while the rest receive free cans of the drink. At home, Desmond tries to ignore his lazy roommate to focus on the report. Seeing his dog in a costume distracts him, and the group races shopping carts outside as if in a Mario Kart game. The next morning, Desmond wakes at his desk realizing the report is complete but contains nearly 2,000 mistakes. At the office, he forgets his badge again, though the guard is absent. A scientist arrives but leaves upon seeing him. As Desmond rushes past the front desk, he drops his phone, unaware that the guard has been stabbed with a mug. Desmond runs to his desk, oblivious to bloodstains and corpses throughout the office. Adam calls him to the office and Desmond prints the flawed report. Adam, sharpening pencils while drinking Zolt, stands over a dead coworker impaled with pencils. He explains that the employee was killed for being a poor worker and reacts angrily to Desmond's report. Adam fires Desmond, throwing him through the door, while other employees with dark veins begin chasing him. Desmond hides in a cubicle pleading with Carter for help, but Carter ignores him while drinking Zolt. Tripping over cables, Desmond accidentally disconnects Carter's computer. Carter throws the monitor at him, grabs his neck, and throws him. Desmond retaliates with a trash can, causing Carter to fall on thumbtacks. Carter leaps, tackles Desmond, and attempts to strangle him. Desmond hits him with a clipboard and both fall, resulting in Carter's death. Shaken, Desmond covers Carter's body and attempts to call 911, but the company operator reminds him that personal calls are prohibited. Chaos erupts around him as employees attack one another, while Desmond walks around pretending to be busy. Desmond continues to navigate the chaos around the office. The marketing team is aggressively attacking colleagues, tossing objects and fighting without restraint. Desmond covers Samantha's mouth to keep her from screaming, but she struggles and bites his hand. Murad considers extreme measures, fearing her aggression might get them all killed. Meanwhile, Bob disputes Adam's authority, claiming marketing shouldn't be led by accounting. He throws an empty can at Adam, who transforms it into a lethal ninja star and instantly decapitates him. Adam commands the marketing team to execute 2 employees responsible for a disliked ad campaign. Desmond, Samantha, and Murad must move forward. They enter the sales department known for extreme violence. Searching the supply closet, they improvise weapons from everyday office items. Samantha persuades them to untie her, promising that if she loses control, they have permission to act decisively. Desmond attempts to negotiate with the salesman to pass safely, but they immediately attack. A brutal confrontation ensues. Furniture collapses, ceiling panels fall, and blood covers the floors. An employee pretending to be weak tackles Desmond, but Murad kills him before realizing he is innocent. After the fight, Samantha is weak and Desmond supports her as they continue. The group reaches the top executive office where Franklin is hiding with Adam's managers. Samantha vomits on a security camera, but Franklin refuses to unlock the door. The janitor unexpectedly arrives and opens it, allowing them inside. Franklin explains that Zolt was intended as an energy drink for soldiers, but the first batch failed. Angry scientists distributed it to employees as revenge, causing the current chaos. Desmond grows determined to save Samantha, whose condition worsens. Franklin reveals only Nicholas can create the antidote. Adam and his mob demand the security system be deactivated, but Franklin refuses, confident in the steel doors. Adam discovers wooden walls and the mob begins breaking through. Desmond blocks them with furniture and convinces Murad to assist, reminding him of the importance of teamwork. Lentworth, now drinking Zolt to stay employed, chases Desmond while managers attempt to repair the walls. Lentworth nearly attacks Desmond but runs into the mob only to be killed instantly by an axe. Once the breach is large enough, Adam's mob enters. Desmond, Murad, and Samantha hide as Franklin defends the top office, killing employees but eventually being overpowered. Adam seizes a gun, cuts off Franklin's hand, and kills him. Adam orders the mob to eliminate the heroes. Desmond negotiates, but Adam refuses, revealing ambitions beyond the company. Desmond fires his weapon, creating an explosion that destroys remaining enemies. Samantha collapses, her veins darkening, instructing Desmond to proceed while she recovers. Using Franklin's fingerprint, Adam finally lifts the building's security lockdown. The trio heads to the lab where Nicholas is located. Desmond briefly punches him for attention. Nicholas explains a different scientist caused the defective Zolt drinks and confirms Samantha can survive if the antidote is administered quickly. The necessary chemical is in a warehouse crowded with dangerous employees. Desmond and Murad raid the company museum, destroying exhibits to acquire weapons. In the warehouse, Ralph accidentally drops Zolt cans, prompting Adam to execute him as the weakest link. The duo is spotted on security cameras, prompting Adam to send his mob. Desmond's mines are mostly avoided. Murad ignites a flamethrower, forcing employees to retreat temporarily. When the flamethrower runs out, Desmond and Murad flee. Falling Zolt cans distract some employees, allowing them to move. Murad pushes a cart carrying Desmond, who fires on enemies with museum weapons. They clear the corridor and secure the chemical, sending Murad to Nicholas while Desmond distracts Adam. Adam, in a company-designed battlesuit, fires at them and destroys crucial supplies. Murad is attacked by Marcus, who is drunk and racist. Murad kills Marcus after a brutal fight, screaming in relief. The mob hesitates and Murad escapes. Adam orders employees to search the warehouse while Desmond sneaks and taunts him, cornering him. The gun malfunctions but activates just in time, shooting down remaining enemies. Desmond nears the exit but is tackled and captured. Adam, suit low on power, prepares to finish him using Marcus's arm as fuel. Samantha, now recovered, intervenes with the rocket, disabling Adam. The heroes flee the corridors, planting explosives along walls. Adam chases them to the museum. Desmond detonates the charges, though initially nothing happens. Samantha realizes the detonators were not connected. Desmond throws the last mine as the trio escapes outside. Adam steps on it, causing a massive explosion that kills him and sets the building on fire. Police and firefighters arrive. Murad relieves himself and Desmond and Samantha share a victorious kiss. And there the movie ends.